Hey everybody, welcome back to Jeff Bull Central. I haven't done one of these in a while. This is the Retro Roundup. I used to do these all the time, but I kind of just, I'm not, you know what? You know what it is? Retro gaming is like really, really, really popular, and I gotta say, for the most part, I'm not a fan of retro games. Maybe because I'm old enough to have played those kinds of games in the first place, or to have indeed played those games specifically. So, I don't know, the whole retro gaming thing. But that being said, this is a retro game I can definitely get behind. This is Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition, the Xbox PC exclusive PC to PC and Xbox PC. It's actually not on Xbox, it's only on PC. But you know what? Like I haven't been much of a PC gamer in recent years, but back in the 90s, I pretty much split my time between my favorite console, whichever it was, the 64 at the time or the Sega Genesis, whatever I was playing with, the PlayStation, whatever it was, and my computer. And this is the kind of game that went gaga for when I was playing games, when I was rocking the old PC games back in the day, because this is strategy. It's warfare, it's government, it's civilization, but mostly warfare. It's empire is what it is. Yeah, Age of Empires 2 is a really, really special game, and, even all these years later, and this definitive edition, by the way, is great, because it's like, it looks great, it plays great, it's got all the content you could ever dream of. And it really makes this old gem of a game shine, which is great. I love this game. I love it so much. My friend had this game when I was a kid, and I would go up to his apartment and just we would just sit there for hours watching this thing, because there was a lot of games like this back then, even just like straight warfare type games like Command and Conquer, right? But and I love Command and Conquer, especially those old games like Red Alert and the original CNC and on Tiberian Sun and stuff like that. But Age of Empires 2, I think, has them beat playing them now. Like having just had the time with this for this past week, I love this game. I'm never deleting this off my hard drive. It's too much fun because if you're a micromanager of any sort, and I'm a Virgo, by the way, ladies, I like to micromanage. That was a good advertisement. Oh boy. If you like to micromanage, this is really the game for you. You can't build anything without the proper resource. And what are you supposed to build? Well, you're supposed to build military units. You're supposed to build villagers. And you can't have villagers and military units without village, right? You need homes, you need shops, you need fishing boats, and you need a blacksmith, and you need all that stuff. You need farms, and so it's cool. It's like it's military. Mostly antiquity, not going back any further than 300 years. Nothing newer than 300 years, 400 years ago, and it's great. Advancing your little empire, your little village, your little city, through all the different eras and taking on other empires of the time. And, there's a lot of ways that you can go about it as far as game modes go, because they have a standard game mode, which you can play against AI opponent, or you can play against actual people, and I totally recommend that, because that is a lot of fun. Or you can do scenarios, like actual historical scenarios, which is great. They have, I think there was a Joan of Arc one that I played. There was an Attila the Hun one. There was a Vlad the Impaler, Vlad Tepes, Dracul. He was supposed to survive. He did not survive, by the way, which calls into doubt, I believe, in my opinion, the whole Living Dead thing. I mean, he's obviously dead, so digitally, anyway. And then they have actual campaigns, which are sort of like long-form historical type things laid out over multiple chapters per culture. like a famous character per culture. Like I played William Wallace for Scotland. That one was pretty cool. So there's just so many ways to attack this game, and now that it's got this definitive edition and you can get it easily on PC and it's pretty cheap, it's like $20. Not so bad at all. Or it's in the PC Game Pass if you're a Microsoft Xbox type person like I am. By the way, I do have a PlayStation. Like, people quiz me on that. It's like, why don't you ever review PlayStation games? Because I do have a PlayStation. I just got an Xbox One X. I got an Xbox One X and a PC, and I got Xbox PC Game Pass PC, Xbox One PC Game Pass, and I play all my games for free. What? Minus $15 a month, free for goodness sake, for golly's sake. Look how many characters or just sprites that they have on the screen. Like there's so many like look at this. Look how actually big this battle looks from an isometric top-down perspective. Nothing like it. By the way, they just recently announced Age of Empires 4, for crying out loud, which is probably going to own so hard. So, that's been the Retro Roundup for you. Age of Empires 2, still a great game. Holy cow, if you played this back in the day, or my friend, if you are brand new to it, highly recommend it. Great retro game. Do me a favor, buy this book. It is called God's Body. I wrote this book. It is a good book. It is about God and Satan fighting to the death, and it is about funny things and horrible things and pulpy things, and the world going mad, and Russia and China want to eat our throats. And I don't know if that was a good ad or not. You know what? I only make so many videos a week. I got to do what I got to do. But I'm sure you'll like it. Oh my god, please like it.